Hello and welcome. This is Gigi, and this is a weekly tarot reading from my Sagittarius for the week starting September 26, 2016. And if you like to have a private reading from me, you can send me an email at gigileetarot@gmail.com. You can also subscribe to my channel. I would be very appreciative. And thank you for those who subscribed already. Welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, all of your private messages. It truly means a lot to me. And I also posted below the video where you could find me on social media as well. And now, my beautiful Sagittarius, on to your reading. I want you to know that prior to recording your reading, I meditate and ask Spirit for guidance, and I shuffle the cards as well. So let's see what we have in the past position this week for you, my Sagittarius. We have the Knight of Pentacles. It's looking also in the past. Okay? So there's something, maybe there was an idea in terms of your career or an ambition or goals of yours where you have been looking at, and maybe it could stay in the past. Okay? There was a retrograde in your career sector, in your 10th house, which actually is the house of Virgo. Mercury was going retrograde in the house of career, and Knight of Pentacles represent resource. Okay, mostly Pentacles are resource. That resource could be time, it could be money, yes, it could be people, it could be health. So there's something involving your career or your material gains, your security that you could have had to be, you could have to still review, or you're still reviewing right now. Okay, maybe it's a plan, maybe it's a business idea, maybe it's in terms of your career, or maybe it was a job. Okay, I know you're looking at it because you're transitioning. That's it. There's a new chapter happening in your life, Sagittarius. So you are asked to release what no longer serves you. And there is something that, an idea, if it's not literally something, it could be an idea that you have. Maybe it was an idea you had to increase your gain, your revenue. Or maybe you were learning something about how to increase your gain and revenue. And that's now putting you in a position where you have to change. You have to review. Maybe you have to tell yourself, I'm better off working for myself. Maybe I have to work harder. Or I'm better off going back to this field and do that. Okay, mostly when Saturn is in our first house, there will be a lot of people starting their own business, or just tracking on their own, or just becoming self-employed, because Saturn gives us such a discipline. It makes us such independent in our will that you may also decide to start a business as well. And let's see what we have in a position of the present this week. The Hierophant. So this is you right here. This is a major arcana. It represents Sagittarius sign in the astrological belt. So having this energy in the present is to let you know that here you're being guided and you're doing the right thing. Sagittarius is about knowledge, higher knowledge specifically. It also represents other things such as travel and media, writing, and things of that nature. Okay, but I feel that some of my Sagittarius are now, or there's a part of you feeling almost liberated. Things that are left behind, or things that are no longer serving you in your life, are just making you see the most important things in life, things that you want. What are those? Do you want more time for yourself? More time for your health? More time with your family? More money? More freedom? More knowledge? What is it that you want is available? Now you have a chance to center yourself with the guidance of the universe to put things into a plan and go in that direction. Presently, it is available for you. Mercury is going forward, even if it's still in its shadow phase, which is, to get out of a shadow phase, it has to go back to the same degree that it was when it started going retrograde. And it's still traveling that area. So it's not it's not in the same degree yet, but you still have clarity into what you want for yourself, who you are. what type of skills you possess, what is your value, your worth in life, what you want to achieve, what are your dreams, what is your preoccupation in life. So let's see what we have in a position of the outcome this week for you, my Sagittarius. We have the 5 of rods. Interesting energy. I mean, what we know is Pluto is forward now in your second house. The second house represents the mouth. Okay? So Pluto, you have to be, with Pluto in this area, you're going to have to be very cautious for a long time in terms of how you express yourself, because Pluto is a planet of, it has such a strength. It's very influential, even if it's far away from the other, or far away from the sun, I should say. It still has a very strong influence on us. And the second house is a house, again, that represents the mouth. So be mindful that you may say something that could create some type of, dispute or arguments. Okay? You may say something that create a position against you. Okay? You may say something that puts you in fire on, or you may say something that could be not well received. So just be mindful of that. It's in a future position. Be mindful that, and it's just natural. Sagittarius is very direct here, but with Saturn in your first and Pluto in your second, just be mindful right now. In terms of movement, you have very you have a karmic energy. Saturn is karmic. Pluto is very karmic as well. So be mindful of that, my Sagittarius. I'm going to end this reading here. Let me know how this resonated with you. Leave me comments. Until next week, send you lots of kisses. I love you.